Hey, welcome to Graphic Policy Television GPTV. I'm right in my hands is 1/6 the comic number 3. Story by Alan Jenkins and Golan. Artwork by Karl, Moline, Andy MacDonald. Inks by Anthony Fowler Jr., Dave Acosta, and colors by Loughridge, and lettering by Jeff Powell. This is one of Karl Moline's last comics he did before he shockingly passed away earlier this year. So this comic's been an interesting one. The concept is, what if the January 6th insurrection had been successful? It takes real life facts of what happened during that day and then kind of does a nice what if scenario from there. In this scenario, Trump has taken hold. They basically trashed the Capitol. The Congress ran for the hills. The militias and MAGA morons took over, are now militias. Rights have been stripped. The question is kind of like more of the details is what happened actually on 1/6, and this is the issue that shows us what happened on 1/6 and then quickly happened afterwards. I like the concept more than execution. Unfortunately, this comic goes from an interesting what if and academic thought, thought process, or academic I don't know, an academic study. Let's go with that. I don't even know what you'd want to call this, but it crosses into parody at some point, and it's just so silly. The writing is so bad. There's facts that just don't seem right in it, and that they go with directions that it makes no sense. There's things with politicians I know and have been around, and they have them acting in ways that is just it's almost like Saturday Night Live level of understanding of these people. To put in some of my issues is there's a scene where Trump calls. Trump takes the car when they're trying to get him to safety, and he veers it to go and says, "I want to go to the Capitol," and then veers the car and smashes the car, and then walks out of the car and says, "You're fired." That's actually a scene. They wouldn't have taken him in to anywhere. He probably would have stayed in the White House and gone to the Situation Room. They've got more than enough bunkers to keep him safe there. Them positing him out or running him out in the car makes absolutely no goddamn sense. He might have gone by a helicopter if anything, but that scene makes no sense. You've got MAGA morons screaming the "Unleash the Kraken." There's a scene later on where the surviving members of Congress are trying to figure out what to do, and Chuck Schumer's like, "We need to go in front of the camera on Sunday and hold a press conference." I've been around Chuck Schumer. I've worked in New York politics. I've been around Chuck Schumer press conferences and been part of that bullshit. The dude likes the camera. No, he would have not done that. Just all these people getting together makes absolutely no goddamn sense. There's a scene where Trump tells the DOD to stand down for the National Guard, completely ignoring that it was, I believe, the governors that called them up from Virginia and from Maryland and the mayor of D.C., and it wasn't the DOD from what my understanding. And if I'm wrong, correct me, but it was Democratic governors, and Democratic governors would have been completely in the right to call up the National Guard without the DOD's authorization at that point, and have sent them in. Just factual things, just completely ignores a lot of shit that would have gone down. It's just there's just a silliness to it that it's so fucking over the top. The writing and dialogue is so bad at times, it's kind of hard not to laugh and see what was a great concept and a great idea just completely lose the focus. This was supposed to be educational process and comic, and kind of teach us about what could happen, could have happened in 1/6, what could happen if Trump gets elected, and we'll see how much comes true of what everyone worries about. But it doesn't even go with that. The educational aspect seems to just drop, and to me, with the knowledge that I have, it seems to ignore facts and ignores reality, ignore process. It's just, I mean, there's one point where the person, they're worried about the elector ballots, and they're just like, protect the ballots, protect the ballots, protect. Like, no, they want to fucking protect the ballots. It is a bullshit process. They don't really need to do it. It is just a ceremonial thing. The elector info is at the state level. You don't need to protect specific ballots. Like, no. The National Guard thing, no. The Chuck Schumer part, no. Trump spouting, you're fired, no. It's just a level of ridiculousness it makes it comical, and just totally has taken me out of this. I can't even take it serious anymore. Like, it's just any academic aspect of it just feels like it's, yeah. I mean, it's just goofy at this point. So yeah, you can get this if you want. There's some stuff in the back with Easter eggs talking about things like, you know, there's mentions of banned books, which is great, but it doesn't at any point tell you about how to get involved or deal with any of that, and things about book burnings, and, you know, there's just all this stuff that's in the back where if this was supposed to be educational, like, it just does not have educational elements in it at all, or it's just fucking bad. So bad. You can go get this if you want. You'll have some links where you can purchase your own. There'll be affiliate links. Such a great idea gone bad. There'll be affiliate links, so your purchase helps support our site. So thank you, and just watching our video support us as well. So thanks for that. If you're into comics, check us out every single day at graphicpolicy.com. We're on Twitter, Facebook, YouTube, Tumblr, Instagram, TikTok, Mastodon, Threads, Blue Sky, all at Graphic Policy, keeping it nice and consistent. Until next time, keep reading those comics and keep it geeky. Hey, thanks for watching the previous video from Graphic Policy Television. Just by watching, you help support our site. Thank you so much. Now, if you're watching these videos, you probably care about geeky things like movies, television, comic books, toys, games, video games, you name it. You can go and subscribe right now to our YouTube channel to stay in touch and catch all the new videos, or check out our website at graphicpolicy.com. There's a nice link on this end of the video. But as always, thank you for watching. Keep on rocking and keep it geeky.